but I also am like intimately aware of everything about the Trails series. So let's load. Okay, so 2259. Yes. Yes? Yeah? Yes. Okay, so we're going to go confront the gal at the... we're going to go confront Josette. Last time we saw her, she was staying at this place. I sure the heck am, Bestbender. We've done everything, though. As you can see, we've done all of these, all of the things. We got all the circles on them. And I've even read chapters of the first book. I also, in case you're like uncertain, Bestbender, I didn't stream at all during the Christmas break. I took time off. This is only the 4th stream of this, so. Bestbender, the only thing that's happening is that, so Estelle and Joshua, the girl with the orange hair and the boy, or I guess she's got brownish orange hair, and the boy with the dark hair, have become junior bracers, which is a faction of folks who are just like, they're not necessarily police officers, but they help people out. So they can go find your lost kitten, or they can help solve a robbery, or they're just kind of like, helpers, and they protect the people. So we have just become junior bracers, and our dad, who is like one of the best bracers in the world, got sent far away. So we kind of picked up the slack and took over a bunch of stuff for him. But now, after bringing this fancy jewel to the mayor, we went and did some other things. And we came back, and then the mayor was like, "My jewel's been stolen." And we think it is the young lady who was posing. They the police. King Kong ain't got nothing on them. Exactly. Anyway, we're going to see if it's Josette. Also, Jake, I don't actually know what that reference is. But I like it. Estelle, Joshua, and even Sherazard. Is something the matter? Do you remember a girl named Josette? She's a student from the Royal Academy who should be staying here. Of course I remember her, but... Oh, I've seen Training Day. She checked out just a moment ago. Shoot, we're a minute too late. Let's hurry to the landing port. We might be able to catch her there. She really didn't seem like a bad girl. Oh, yeah, I think that I solved the... So if I look at the screen for you all now, I don't see the... You're not seeing the game in 30 FPS, I don't think, anymore. I mean, I don't know what Twitch is giving you right now, but for me, it looks like the gameplay is much smoother, aka 60 FPS, like I see it, so... But please excuse the delay. Enchilada, and you look like you are running at 60 FPS just fine. Perfect. Because I've had stream at like 30 FPS for the last like year and a half. So that's good. I mean, me, myself, I'm pretty sure I'm in 30 FPS, but it's a whole other bucket of potatoes there. I think it's something to do with the USB port, the adapter, blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't matter. What matters is you're getting the gameplay in 60 FPS. The airliner should be arriving any time now, so please be patient. Yo, Alan, it's us if you haven't noticed. Oh, it's you guys. Oh, and Sherazard too. Thank you, Idios, for this feast of the eyes. So, what's up? You didn't by chance happen to see a girl in a school uniform around here, did you? A girl in a school uniform? A school uniform from where? From the Genis Royal Academy? Oh, baby, those uniforms are so hot. The contrast of those neatly pleated white skirts and navy blue socks. Oh yes, I can see them now. I totally forget what the boys' uniforms look like though. This is one obsession I just don't get. Thus defineth man's eternal struggle. Back on topic here. So you didn't see a girl in a Royal Academy uniform? Nope, not this month. And believe me, I watch for those. I check all the passengers boarding and disembarking, so I can tell you at least that she hasn't come here. Which means that she came to Roland along the roads without using an airliner. This complicates things. Our search field suddenly got much bigger. Come to think of it, there must be others, so they've got to be hiding somewhere. Wait, that reminds me. What does Estelle? Pull out the survey leaf. When's dinner? Estelle pulls out the survey leaf found in the attic. I almost forgot that we found this. Could this be some sort of a clue? Oh, right. We did find that. Shara, do you know of any places nearby where survey trees grow? Survey trees, huh? I'm pretty certain they grow in Mistwald, south of Roland. Mistwald. That's the forest in the opposite direction from home as Roland, right? It seems like it's worth looking into. That settles it. Let's hit up the highway through Roland's South Gate. You're really excited, aren't you? Well, whatever it is, good luck. Thanks. Thanks, team. Wait up! You're running like a crazed lunatic. Who can just walk at a time like this? Ah, yeah, adventure time. All right, here we go. Maybe I should think about cutting back on those blasted cigarettes. What are the two of you up to? You kids again, huh? Actually, we've got to get to Beau's ASAP. But the airliner's not even here yet. I know. That's why we're heading there on foot. It'll take some time, but it's not a distance that we can't cover by ourselves. Well, don't wear yourselves out too badly. By the way, are you after a scoop or something? Yeah, and the mother of all scoops, too. No time to talk. We've got to make it there today. I wonder if Niall's going to be all right. See you later, Estelle. Joshua. Well, aren't they a lively pair? Friends of yours? Those were the reporters from one of the jobs Dad asked us to take over. I wonder what's going on. Okay, off we go. And we've already kind of done Mistwald Forest because we did it for one of the earlier quests, so we won't have to really mess around in there too long. We could just go straight to the point. The thing. Whatever. Oh, attacked. Nekomichi, it looks like the boys' uniforms have a blue jacket with red on the bottom instead of the vest, and white slacks instead of skirts. Of course. Makes sense. Oh yeah, we got Shara in the party.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Bestbender, I just remembered I actually have played the demo for Cold Steel 3 because it was available for the Switch. Interesting. That's a very funny jumping in point for that game, for the series, but that's fun. You played the demo for CS3 at PAX West in 2019. Me too. Asuka from Evangelion. What kind of photo got shared? Oops, I went the wrong way here. Best Bender. Now I feel like I need to play the entire series so I can get some context. Well, Best Bender, if you have A, a lot of time, and B, like anime games that have a lot of interconnectedness, then boy howdy have I got a JRPG series for you. Oh, you know what? Now that you say that, I really see the Asuka resemblance. But she's, personality-wise, she's definitely nothing like Asuka. So this is Mistwald, huh? Can you tell us anything, Shara? Someone came through here all right. From what I can see, a number of people passed through here not long ago. I'd wager Mira we're on the right track. How can you be so sure? Because tracking fugitives is an essential skill for bracers. Anyway, let's check the woods. Be sure to keep your voices low. It's pronounced Asuka. Gosh, don't you know any Japanese? A little, but it doesn't mean I don't mispronounce everything all the time. Heatender, she lost her memory, so it's nice now. Oh, that's nice. Roger that. Understood. Okay, we already followed these guys. I don't really think I need to do it again, but... Yeah, I'm not gonna play the pronunciation game on the old Twitch channel today, but thanks.
All right, we're good to go.
All right, I understand. Music's such a jam.
We're good to go.
And you're like, why are you not exploring this place? I've already explored it. I've already been here and came and did all this already, so. You like that it shows turn order? Oh my gosh. It's one of my favorite. Like, yes, despite the fact that Final Fantasy X is not necessarily one of my very most favorite Final Fantasies, I love the battle system in that game so much. And this game also does that same kind of turn order thing, which I love it. I love it so much. Fine, I'll use my thingy here soon. Or no, well, okay, that's fine. Oh, you know what? Oh, whatever. We'll just force it. Whatever. Come on, one of these has got to hit. There we go. Yeah, those enemies, you really should just use your magic against them so you don't hit. But for me, I sometimes just like to, like, you know, brute force it. So. That was too easy. And to think that something as exquisite as this fell into my hands with almost no effort. Wait till Dawn and Kyle hear about this. You surprised me, that's for sure. The way you pulled off that act wearing that school uniform was simply astounding. Just what you'd expect from the mademoiselle of an ex-aristocratic family. Yeah, but what's in the past is in the past. But it certainly doesn't hurt that in this outfit, I can deceive almost anyone. Jake, did you get anything for Christmas other than the games you listed in the Discord? Heck yes. I got so many things. I was very spoiled. I mentioned I got the Sega Genesis. All right, Night Trap. Yes, you know about that. I didn't get Night Trap. I got the Sega Genesis 2, which has Night Trap, the Sega CD stuff. I got a little teacup and saucer set that was pigeon. That is from Animal Crossing, which is really cute. Got a bunch of socks. I got a really great sweater. I got a booster, a rechargeable booster for my car, because sometimes the battery will go dead if I leave the lights on, because my lights are not automatic in my car, and I will sometimes forget. I also got a key light for stream, so it's an Elgato key light. I haven't hooked that up yet. With some Christmas money I got a really great deal on Steel Series Apex Pro keyboard, and I also got a Prime and Mini Steel Series mouse for Christmas. That's actually for Christmas, that I opened up and it was very exciting. I also got so many things, a lot of chocolate. Anyway, I got a lot of things. If I can remember any more, I'll list them. How about you, Jake? Hello, Bootless Pit. Best Bender, I got a super warm blanket, which is nice because it gets real cold. It got real cold here all of a sudden, and that's awesome. I love blankets. But it certainly doesn't hurt that in this outfit, I can deceive almost anyone. That gullible mayor and dim-witted bracer girl. Idiots, the whole lot of them. What was that? Calm down. Let's see what else they have to say. Fine, but I'm not happy about this. Yeah, but that girl seemed pretty tough. I mean, she took care of all the monsters that appeared in the mine. The mine? Oh, so you're the one who screwed up their job. If you had just done it like you were supposed to, I wouldn't have had to put on a monkey show to get this thing. My apologies. Forget about it. All's well that ends well. At any rate, those two kids being bracers was an absolute joke. Especially that brainless bimbo. She honestly believed that we could be friends. What a freaking moron. I had to try so hard just to keep from laughing. Now that is rich. Yeah, ha, ha, it is just so absurd. Whoa, ha, ha, how stupid can she be? What's so funny? It's you guys. Yep, it's the brainless bimbo and her absolute joke of a bracer partner. And this probably won't come as a surprise, but we're gonna beat you up now. What? Bracers? How did they find... You did a fine job stealing that septium from the mayor's residence, but it looks like you were a little careless in the end. In accordance to the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with breaking and entering, vandalism, and burglary. It would be in your best interest not to resist, but I'm sure Estelle is hoping you will. This doesn't look good. What are we going to do now, Josette? How about you quit quaking in your boots for starters? Those bracers are nothing more than a ragtag group of kids. I think it's time we show them the real strength of the Kapua family. Who are you to be calling us kids, you brat? I've had it up to here and I'm gonna do something about it right now. Hey, that's my line. All right, boys, get 'em. Roger that, my pleasure, understood. Oh, you didn't even get to see your sister since all your kids got sick right before Christmas? Dang. I'm sorry to hear that, Jake. But hey, you got yourself a few games for Christmas, right? What? Joshua. Take that! This game is kind of tactical, because not every turn-based RPGs are kind of tactical. Was that a gun? You bet your bottom dollar it was. There's definitely guns in these games. Okay, art tier on our good buddy Joshua. Oh man, Joshua. This music is groovy, agreed. Yeah, that's their, so you see the little red dots they have by their, oh. Here, we'll go like this. See the little red, the red dots by their, that's kind of like their ultimate. So when the green bar is filled up to 200, then they got a super ultimate attack. I could use their ultimate attacks now if I want to, but they're at the most power when I get up to 200. So I usually save it for that. Yep, that's what I said. I usually wait till it's 200, but yeah, exactly. Once it gets to 100, you can use the ultimate attack, but no, sorry, I said I wait till 200, but 100 is what I usually is when you can start doing it. Like you can do it already, but yeah, no worries. Hello, Witcher Mad Max, how you doing? What's going on? What's on the up and up? All right, I was supposed to heal Estelle. That's okay. Do you have a heal? No, you don't. That's okay. No problem, Casnado. I did start out by saying 200 and then I corrected myself halfway through it and then I kept talking. So you heard correctly. I just did end up correcting myself while I was talking. Okay, attack. Get over there. Okay, you're going to heal yourself and then you can do your ultimate attack. Ah, she missed this time. Sucker. Nice.
That's it. Piece of cake.
How in the world? You had enough yet? That's what you get for taking bracers lightly. And we'll be taking this back if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Recovered the septium crystal. Hey, that septium belongs to me. No, not to you. To the people of Roland, that's who. The sheer nerve you have to say something like that is astounding. Now that we've got the crystal back, how about we move on to confession time? That's an interesting name you mentioned. The Kapua family, was it? Me and my big mouth? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So, you want to be a tough egg to crack, do you? I don't mind at all. In fact, I like them that way. Ah! What are you trying to do? That's a dangerous thing to be swinging around like that. Well, if you can answer with your mouth, then maybe your body can answer instead. But don't worry, I'll be extra gentle. Get away from me, you crazy witch! I think Shara's enjoying this. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. Look out, Shara! An orbital gun? Are you all right, Shara? I'm fine. Forget about me. Look at that. An airship? Ah ha 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 ha! Looks like the tables are turned in our favor now, aren't they? Jake, Estelle might not be a tsundere, but she has the confidence of Asuka. It's true. Nothing weird. Please whip me, mister. Are you okay, Gisette? Kyle, you're late. Where have you been? Oh, never mind. Just hurry up and give us a hand. No can do. Our push into the Roland region has been put on hold. Something big came up in the Bose region while you were away. What's that supposed to mean? I don't have time to explain. Hurry and hop on or I'll have to leave you behind. Crap. Just where do you think you're going? We'll pick this up another day, and don't think you've won either. Payback's gonna be a beast. Oh, airships are one of the main parts of this game, Best Bender. This is a relatively modern world. There's ships and there's airships and there's trains and there's electricity and like technology. I sure wasn't expecting anything like that to come out of the woodwork. It looks like they caught us all off guard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now I'm so frustrated I don't even know what to think. Well, on the bright side, we did get the Septium crystal back. Switching gears, that group sure looked to me like a bunch of sky bandits. Yes, they certainly seem of that variety. It also sounds like they've made the Bose region their base of operations as well. I certainly wouldn't have expected a group like that to travel all the way to a rural place like Roland. I couldn't care less if they're sky bandits or brigands. The next time I see that scruffy, lying jerk of a tomboy, I'm gonna thwack bam kapow her. What's thwack bam kapow supposed to mean? Thus, the Septium crystal stolen from the mayor's residence was safely recovered. After returning it to the mayor, Estelle and the others returned to the guild to report the details of the incident. It looks like you've had a rough day. Who'd have thought the Sky Bandits would appear? I don't blame you for letting them escape. No, this time it was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm really far from being in the same league as Cassius. It's not your fault, Shara. I let my emotions get the best of me and I was careless as well. No, you guys did a great job. Your on-site investigation of the mayor's residence was flawless too. Don't you think you should recommend them, Ina? Yes, I was thinking the same thing as well. Recommend? What do you mean? Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. Receive payment for mayoral theft. This is for you both, and take this as well. Received recommendation. This is... As of now, you are both junior bracers. In other words, bracers in training. In order to become senior bracers, you'll need to receive recommendations from all regional branches in the kingdom. This is your recommendation from the Roland branch. Is it really okay for us to have this? I had heard that in order to become a full-fledged bracer, we need to achieve something fairly noteworthy. I think in light of the jobs performed in your father's stead and your great showing here, your achievements are sufficient. However, those achievements aren't only for your work here in Roland. You'll need to receive recommendations from the other regional branches after achieving success there as well. Bose, Rouen, Zeiss, and finally Grancel. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Even so, I'm really happy. It was worth all the hard work. Now that we've come this far, don't you think we should visit the other regions too, Joshua? I figured you'd say as much. Best Bender, do you think the character portraits look like the characters from Lunar, or is it just me? I can see that, sure. I agree with you, but we can't decide this by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home. Right. Oh, that's the telephone, right? Hello, this is the Bracer Guild's Roland branch in the Liberal Kingdom. It's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. I wonder if something happened. It looks that way to me. Yes, that's right. He left on business the other day. What? I apologize, but this is a little difficult to believe. Understood. I'll pass on the news to his family. They'll be fine. They're bracers too. Yes. And if you hear anything else, please let me know. What's wrong, Ina? It's unusual for you to be so surprised like that. Who is calling? The Bose branch. Something terrible has happened. The airliner Lind has disappeared over the Bose region. What? How is that possible? I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Army is currently conducting a wide-scale search. Due to this event, all other flights have been postponed. Well, that explains the backup at the landing port. And Ina? Estelle, Joshua, please brace yourselves. Your father, Cassius, was aboard the airliner which went missing. What? Impossible. There's got to be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. Liberal Bracer Guild, Roland Branch, Senior Bracer, Cassius Bright, 45. Prologue, A Father's Love, A New Beginning, End. Well, yeah, let's save. We did it. We made it to chapter 1, folks. Very sad. Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin. That sounds so good. I'll come down later, so don't you two go on ahead and eat. Why don't you two go on ahead and eat? All right. Well, make sure to come down before your food gets cold. The Wheel of Fortune card. Again. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would. It's not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room, seeing as how close she is with her father. I agree. Good night, Best Bender. Rest well, be safe, and we'll see you again soon, okay? So, what do you think about all of this, Shara? Is it an accident or an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-class bracer. When it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it'll be resolved. But the fact is, an airliner, along with your father, has gone missing. In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, right? Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down here. I can't stand it any longer. What? Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry. I thought I was gonna pass out. Oh, this looks so good. Bon appetit. Aren't you two having any? This is great. The basil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua. Well, thanks. Come on, Shara. Don't you just sit there too? Do you want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you say Steinrose? And 20 years old too? Shara, what do you think you're doing? sorry, Estelle. I'm going to have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Huh? Oh, right. I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favorite because it was stuffed in the back of one of the drawers. Thanks, Captain Giraffe. Let's get wasted. Scheherazade has a drinking problem for sure. Underwear? Oh, and a set of gear for traveling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone, so I figure as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. So what you're saying is, you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. And while I can't imagine anything bad happened to him, despite his horrible luck, waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna go check things out for myself. You really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but... What? You're so rude, Joshua. But you are coming along too, right? Hello, Ashley Riot. Of course. However, it looks like all airliner flights have been canceled until the Army finishes their search. It seems like the only way to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? I wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit here when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Ina and have her pass my jobs at the guild to another member. Shara. We really appreciate this, Shara. You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well, since Shara's along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. We appreciate you coming with us. Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Ina. Chapter 1, Disappearance of the Lind. Wahoo, buckaroo! I understand the situation now. To be frank though, with Scheherazade taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. Hello, Corsican, how are you doing? What's going on? What's on the up and up? But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Ina. Make good use of Ridge while we're gone. He should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry, if things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Grancel branch. The Grancel branch. By the way, Scheherazade, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk with you about the job you were going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you 2 wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Not much, just suffering with a stiff neck. Oh no, did you sleep on it weird? Understood. Shara? If we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, then let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Come on, Joshua. Sure. Oh, that's sex, Corsican. I feel you, my friend. Septium Calendar, 1075. Erected in partnership with the liberal royal family, Septian Church and Roland City. Septian Calendar, 1192. Destroyed during the 100 Days' War when Roland was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Septium Calendar, 1197. Rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Roland. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think, they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of Roland's people from this. Estelle? Joshua? what do you think about going up with me and waiting until Shara shows up? You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, come on. The morning air is so refreshing. Hey, look, Joshua. We can see the house from here. You're right. I can see the roof. But do you want to tell me what's going on since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place. I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Because this is the place where my mom died. What? "10 years ago, during the war, when the Imperial Army surrounded Roland, they bombarded the symbol of the city, the clock tower, to try and get the citizens to surrender." Ashley, bad timing. That's totally cool. I was like, oh, we're about to go into a backstory here. This was at the time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower. And when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favorite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free, after the war ended and this place had been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place, though. It's just, when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt that I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her. Still. But today is okay, right? Relying on her just this once? Asking her to bring Dad home safely? Asking her to protect him? Of course it is. And don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. And if he happens to be in a bit of trouble, then you can come to his rescue, just like your mother did for you, so you can do the same for your dad. And don't forget, I'm here to help you too. Joshua, I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So... Huh? Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't say things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If I were any other girl, I totally would have misinterpreted your intentions just now. You are seriously the type who's going to have problems with romantic relationships in the future. I'm already starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when someone is genuinely worried about you? Yes, there you go. Yeah, now's the time for the comment. Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. I guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you are unbelievable. Don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Shara's waiting for us. You're probably right. Mom, I finally realized why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others, just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Aw, the two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks even feel a bit hot just thinking about it. What's that supposed to mean? You were spying on us? Give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an orbital camera to get a shot of that view. Come on. What are you trying to say, Shara? That's called... Oh, what are you trying to say, Shara? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Let's not get into that. What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena while you were up there? Yeah. I even asked for her to watch over Dad. I see. Then I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little too much credit. Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Shara? Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in a troupe at the time. A troupe? Yeah, a troupe in a traveling circus. Shara was a dancer. Although it was a long time ago, we first met when she came to Roland with the circus. 12 years ago to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. And because of that chance encounter, when I became a bracer, I trained under your father. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get a chance. Are you about ready to head out for Bose? With airliner flights canceled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First, we'll have to make our way to the Vert Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region. Jake, it's a little weird that people seem to be trying to push them together when they're adopted siblings. Well, buckle in, Jake, because that's the crux of this whole tale. To be fair, they met when they were quite older kids, so... The Vert Bridge is located at the west end of the Milch Main Road. It looks like we're all set, so let's go. Okay, so before we leave, we're going to talk to everyone in town just in case. Well, good morning, everyone. Are you going on a journey somewhere? Yeah, just over to Bose. Is that so? Then in that case, could I ask a favor of you? I'd wanted to send Father Holstein a letter, but the airliners are grounded. So how about it? Can I get you to deliver this letter while you're there in Bose? Sure, we'll do it. It shouldn't be a problem since the letter's not that big to begin with. I really appreciate this. All right then, here you are. So all we need to do is give this letter to Father Holstein in Bose, right? Yes, the chapel is on the east side of Bose City, so it should be fairly easy to locate. Traveling around other regions and broadening your knowledge is food for the mind. I pray that the goddess will guide you on your journey. Perfect. See, finding little secrets like that are important. I taught the children about the Bracer Guild in our last lesson. Luke was especially attentive. I guess for young boys, bracers are like heroes. And gird for the loins, in addition to food for the mind. Yeah, he's full of wonderful sayings like that, isn't he? Oh, are you off to somewhere? It appears that all airliner flights have been cancelled, so... Yep, that's why we're headed to Bose on foot. There are some things we want to investigate there. Ah, so this is something to do with work, does it? Forgive me for not being aware of the situation. Have a safe trip. Oh yeah, let's go talk to the mayor too. We suffered some damage, but I'm glad nobody was hurt. If anything had happened to my husband or Lita, it makes me shudder to think of it. I finally got the study all cleaned up. It makes me so angry. I spend so much time keeping this place clean every day. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. You've really been of great service this time. I wish we could have done more. I'm really sorry that we let the criminals get away. Never mind that. The fact that you're all safe and the crystal has been recovered is good enough. The general theory seems to be that the Sky Bandits who've been terrorizing the Bose region are the culprits. Yeah, that seems to be what we gathered as well. I'm just so mad they got away in their airship like that. You really can't lay a hand on them if they're up in the sky, though. On the subject of Bose, however, I hear tell that an airliner went missing there recently. I'm not sure of the exact details, but I've been looking to it as best as I can. I don't think we should let these Sky Bandits go unchecked, so I think I'll make a call to the mayor of Bose. Yeah, I think that even sometimes related siblings are also a thing in a lot of anime. It's always a little ick factor, but I think because Estelle and Joshua were so much like they were not babies when they met each other, they knew lives before each other, so they've not always known each other as siblings, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a little less icky in this game, but lately my father-in-law has been giving me job advice. Coming from an industry veteran, there's a lot I can learn. It seems I've been pretty conceited over my work in the past. I feel pretty embarrassed about it now. Whatever makes you sleep at night. It's fair. Oh, a letter carrier. Okay, so we got that one. Oh, you haven't left yet? In order to reach Bose, you'll need to head west on the Milch Main Road. I'll contact the Bracer Guild branch and let them know you're coming. Make sure to be extra careful while you're away. Shara, I heard that you're taking these two and heading to Bose. Yep, that's right. Without Cassius around, will I be able to handle the jobs? What are you babbling about? You're supposed to be a man, right? The work may get a bit tougher to deal with while we're gone, but I'm counting on you. Don't let me down. I'll do my best. I mean, the movie Clueless featured step siblings getting together, so. Coruscant, though I might be a bit more grossed out if they knew each other since they were babies. Yes, if they grew up as like adopted siblings, like that knew each other as only siblings for super long. Jake, yeah, now that I think about it, it's no different than the situation if you watch The Flash. Still kind of weird though. Ashley Wright, you mean Barry and Iris? Jake said yes. The piece of septime that my dad was asked to engrave for the mayor finally arrived. This is the first time I've ever seen such a splendid piece of Ismalis. My dad's doing the etchings on it right now. Can we open up any slots? Estelle. Ooh, we can open up a second slot for Estelle. Okay, let's do Estelle. Okay, we have one of everything perfect. So I never even actually looked to see if Shara has stuff equipped. Oh, she's fine. She's all equipped. Good. Back it up. That septime from the mayor finally arrived. Now this is one fine crystal, I tell you. And I hear it's even going to be a present to Her Majesty the Queen. It's been a while since I've been this excited to do a job, that's for sure. Oh, hey, Joshua and Estelle. What's with the baggage? Actually, Estelle and Joshua fill Elgar in on the details. Cassius has what? And that's why you've headed to Bose? Of all people, I can't imagine that anything has happened to him. Yes, I'm under the same impression. Which is why we're off to Bose to check on things. Just sitting around would hardly make us feel better. Understandable. That's just like you kids, too. Well, with Sherazard taking along, I guess there's nothing to be worried about. Good luck and be careful out there. We will. Is everything... Any of these upgrades for anyone? No, everyone has everything. So good, 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 good. Hello there. Well, tell me everything. How's work going well? I don't know if I have the heart to tell her what's going on this time. Same here. You should probably cry yourself to sleep if we did. Thanks, Captain Giraffe. Ding. Well, that's an awful lot of baggage you have. Off on vacation, are you? Where are you headed? Well, it's no pleasure trip, but we're headed to Bose for a bit. Bose, did you say? But the airliners have been grounded. Don't tell me you're planning to foot it the whole way. That's right, we are. We've been told that the trip is doable. That's true. It's not so far, but it's not that close either. It must be tough being a bracer. Are all your preparations in order? Do take care of yourselves? Yeah, let's see here. Ooh, Liberal News issue 2. We better read this one. Okay. Just gonna make sure we have some ingredients if we want to cook things. We have onions, we have those. I don't know if we'll need more of this, but I'll make sure we have some of it anyway. Olive oil. Okay, now we can cook some recipes if we need to. This is making me hungry, right, Heat Ender? Are you going on a trip with all that luggage? Let me know if you find anyone who might make a good bride for my son. I'll fly out there to meet them in person. Wow, okay. Okie doke. Anyone back here? Nope, nope, nope. Okay, just checking. Well, I guess Uni won't be able to live under my roof forever. Maybe I should start looking for a husband for my daughter right now, like Rinnan's mother's looking for him. Oh, I don't know, but... Papa, I'm only 7 years old. Yeah, that's concerning. Recently, my husband and father have started opening up to each other. I'm so glad. There's nothing better than having a warm and loving family. My daddy's here! He just came home and even said he would play with me later. Yay! My husband finally came home from the mine. I wonder how many days it's been since he was here before now. My daughter is ecstatic and I've prepared a wonderful meal to celebrate. It's been a while since we've eaten together as a family. Well, if it isn't the two bracers from the other day. Wait, you're the mine chief from the Melga. I want you to know that you really helped me out the other day. The monster scare has finally settled down too, so I was finally able to make it home for the first time in a while. That's nice. Jiro's a perfect emote for that. Estelle, Joshua, are you really headed to Bose? I should have guessed you'd know. You're always one of the first to hear everything. There's a little something we need to check on, so that's why we're headed to Bose. Not only is Cassius gone, but now you two are leaving. I want to tag along. Joshua, take me with you. I don't think that would be a good idea. But I'm concerned about other incidents happening. I get so worried. I get so worried. My son Ashton hardly ever comes home from his job at the checkpoint, and my grandson Luke is always off playing somewhere every day. It all makes me feel a tad bit lonely. Recently, even my husband has been talking with Pat about a lot of things. We've finally become a close family.
I didn't realize it until now, but my dad knows a lot of stuff. Adults are amazing.
I read in the Liberal news that Bose has been hit by a recent string of burglaries. Speaking of Bose, it's the economic center of Liberal. There sure are a lot of people with criminal minds these days. Oh yeah, we never read the whole newspaper. We gotta go do that. Okay, here we go. Liberal News, issue 2. Breaking story. Hello, Shockwave. Disappearance of the Lind. Gone without a trace. Where could it be? Yesterday afternoon, the airliner Lind vanished over East Bose airspace while en route to Roland. An exhaustive overnight search conducted by the Royal Army yielded no clues to its whereabouts, leaving all parties baffled. In response to this incident, the Army has declared all airliner flights cancelled until further notice. Fate of Lind passengers unknown. The Liberal Orbital Ship Corporation reports that 17 were aboard the Lind at the time of its departure, including both passengers and crew. Family members of those missing persons are understandably concerned, but remain hopeful. Probability of accident is low, says expert. Central Factory Chief Murdoch proclaims, "Our orbital engines are sturdy and reliable. The chance of an engine failure is virtually nil. I do not believe an accident to have occurred." Rumors and theories abound. Was it a conspiracy perpetrated by the Royal Army and the covert mercenary force comprised of Jaegers? Perhaps it was a plot to kidnap the passengers and hold them for ransom. Some have even suggested the Lind came under attack by the last living ancient dragon. No matter what anyone may have heard, it's all just speculation at this point, as no real evidence has yet been found. The Royal Army is investigating a possible connection between this incident and the recent burglaries in Bose, but thus far, no information on any such connection has been released. In fact, no information has been released at all due to Army regulations prohibiting the dissemination of intelligence to the general public, a policy that I'm sure we'd all like to see repealed. Society. Crystal stolen in daring robbery. A group of unknown individuals recently broke into the Roland mayor's house to steal a septium crystal that was left in his possession. Local bracers came to the rescue and managed to recover the stolen item, but the culprits are still at large. Thankfully, no harm came to the mayor or his family during this incident. We deeply regret that the criminals escaped, says a Roland Bracer representative, but please know that we of the Bracer Guild did everything in our power to apprehend them and will continue the pursuit for however long it may take. Culture. Touring ancient sites. The Roland region and the Ismalis Tower. The Ismalis Tower lies a few hundred selg to the north of Roland City, along the Malga Trail. Its turquoise green visage is the only real landmark for as far as the eye can see. Counting as one of the 4 tetracyclic towers, its purpose is still shrouded in mystery to this day. This exciting location is as old as Liberal itself, and modern research utilizing the latest orbital technology is expected to answer a few questions about this eerie structure while posing still others. There we go. Got our little background note stuff there. I waffled back and forth for a bit, but in the end, I decided to go with him to the Queen's birthday celebration as a couple. My mother is already going with her friends. I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to go with him. Yes! I invited her to the Queen's birthday celebration and she said yes. I'm going to have to get a part-time job and save up some cash. That was informative, wasn't it? Today is another great day for a cat nap. It looks like we'll be able to relax this afternoon. Meow. Crunch, smack, slurp, chew, 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 munch, 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 gulp. That reminds me, I saw the boss here in town. I'd better be careful so he doesn't catch me ditching work. Yesterday, I saw something flying away from the south. It was too big to be a bird, so it makes me wonder what it was. These old eyes could have been playing tricks on me, though. That reminds me, I heard the mayor's place got robbed. Breaking into the mayor's home of all places, now that's what I call bold. I'm just glad that nobody was hurt. I've made up my mind. I'm going to believe in the man my daughter chose to marry. I'm sure he'll work hard to be independent and make my daughter happy. Maybe I'll just see what I can do to help him out.
If it isn't Estelle and Joshua, what's with all the baggage? Actually...
Estelle explained that they were heading to Beau's.
Oh, I see. I'd be worried too if I were in your shoes. You should probably get going then. Waiting around certainly isn't your style. You're right, I'll be going then.
It appears that the new menu is being well received. The menu that Elisa thought up is especially popular. I might as well hire a new waitress and get Elisa to help me in the kitchen full time. The new menu is so popular that we're always running out of ingredients. This is terribly ineffective, so I think we'll need to re-examine how we stock our goods. And one last final...
Oh, it's Estelle. You going somewhere? Something like that. I'll be away from Roland for a while. Don't cry yourself to sleep while I'm gone. Shut up. Who's gonna cry themselves to sleep over you? But do you know when you'll be coming back? I have no idea.
Oh. Yeah, congrats on your commendation at Nekomichi and PvP. The Royal Army is out searching for the missing airliner, but according to company information, it looks like it still hasn't been found. Of all the things that could have happened, now I won't be able to check out the hot girls coming and going on the airliners for a while. Come on, Royal Army, this is what I'm paying the taxes for. One of the liberal orbital ship corporation's airliners completely vanishing is unprecedented. I hope both the airliner and its passengers are safe. I think there's probably one guy like over here yet. It looks like the airliner that left Beau's has gone missing. I'm getting worried. We haven't received any contact from the airliner. Okay, now we can start our journey out of here. Though we'll probably stop by the farm to say hello. But you know what? That's a good time to remind myself to save. Okay, let's go stop at the farm and say hello. Oh, but first we'll deal with whatever creatures these are. I think they'll die quick. Should have attacked it, but that's okay. There we go.
Seems you came up short.
Are you going somewhere, Joshua?
Yeah, it seems I've headed to the Beau's region next door.
Will you be back soon?
It probably won't be any time soon.
Joshua? I'll be waiting for you. So will you come and play with us again?
Yeah, I promise.
Yay!
Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua... Oh, sorry, this is the mom. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, so are you here on business for the guild? The work of a bracer can't be easy, that's for sure. Don't overdo things. Moderation is the key. After the airliners were built, we started receiving orders from various regions, but we're having trouble just keeping on top of them. I'm overjoyed as far as business goes, but I need to figure a way to deal with things.
Hey guys, what's with the packs? Well, it turns out we're headed to Bose.
Bose? But I heard the airliners had stopped flying.
So does this mean that you're headed there on foot?
It seems that way.
We'll be fine. I've heard that it's not that long of a distance.
When it comes to jobs, I guess a bracer's isn't one that's supposed to be easy.
Anyway, take care of yourselves.
Okay, there we go.
Shara started helping around the farm, so I'm really bored. Maybe I should try helping out on the farm too.
Okay, well now we said goodbye to all of our friends. Now we can move on. And we've explored all this area up to the Vert checkpoint in the past. So don't need to go exploring all around here anymore. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua too.
Hello, Mr. Ashton.
And this is Sherazard, if I remember correctly, right? Good afternoon, sir. We'd like to cross over into the Bose region, so we were wondering about getting a pass. Let me guess. This is something to do with the Lind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Estelle explains that Cassius was aboard the missing airliner. Goodness, Cassius was aboard. This is major. I'll issue a pass right away.
Received a gate pass. Thank you, sir. But is it all right if you issue us a pass just like this?
What are you talking about? I know you kids by face. And as a member of the Royal Army, I should do my best to cooperate with the Bracer Guild. Oh, but one other thing.
Huh?
Be careful if you have any errands at the Hacken Gate north of here. You might want to hide your identities as bracers there. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I can't say any more about the matter. But if you do intend to investigate the incident, please do so with discretion. I pray to Idios for Cassius's safe return. Anything around here? Nope. Hello there. Are you headed for Bose?
We are, but how did you know we weren't just visiting again?
Well, a number of people like yourselves have been passing through lately. Exponentially more than usual. Is that because flights have been suspended in the airspace over Bose? That's exactly what's happened. You wouldn't believe how busy this place is because of it. Well, the Royal Army is responsible for all the restricted flights, so you're really not in a position to complain. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Oh, and another thing. Traffic through this check stop is also being regulated. If you want to go through here, you'll have to get a pass from the chief warrant officer next door.
Oh, well, we've already got one. Handed over gate pass. Estelle unknowingly looks a gift horse in the mouth. She kind of does.
Well, aren't you guys prepared? Okay then, how about I open the gate for you?
The soldier opened the gate by remote control.
All right, you're clear to go on through. Once you cross over, you won't be able to come back unless you get a pass from the other side. Please be aware of that before you cross.
Got it.
Let's talk to this guy then, and then we're good to go. You liking how Final Fantasy 16 looks? Yeah, I mean, like, I have very tempered expectations. I haven't loved a mainline Final Fantasy since maybe 12? But I wouldn't, like, I didn't even like 12 when it first came out. I've liked it since they re-released it as the Zodiac Age, but, and then I really like 14. But I just, little uncertain, so we'll see what happens. Since joining the army, this is the first time I've ever been so busy in my life. I guess this is no time to be fishing or reading books. I just bought this book, but I guess I'll give it to you. This chief would be livid if he caught me with it. Oh, we got the second chapter for Carnelia, folks. Okay, I guess it's time to read to you all. The Train Station, Chapter 2. Hello there, Toby. You've come at just the right time. Greeting me with these words, Mick shuffled slightly in his seat behind the counter. The baked confection he had been eating was ever so carefully placed atop his lap to prevent it from falling onto the floor. He smacked both of his powdered, sugar-covered hands together with a clap, and a cloud of white particles puffed into the air. The smell of sweet spices and baked apple pervaded the dimly lit shop. We had an item dropped off no more than a few minutes ago, he continued. Turning in his seat, Mick reached down and snatched up something wrapped in old magazine paper from off the shelf, tossing it to me. Knowing full well I wouldn't get any sort of answer, I asked anyway. What do we have this time? Laying out my railway and airship tickets, Mick ignored the question and said, Make sure this gets to the same place as always. In a slow drawl, he added, It would be in your best interest to keep your involvement to a minimum by leaving the business side of things to me and focusing solely on getting the job done, Toby. He leaned back in his chair and let out a deep sigh, the balls of his fingers kneading the bags under his eyes. Then, once again, his large hand extended down towards the unattended cake resting on his leg. Before the sweet treat could reach his watering mouth, I had already made my way out of the door of his tiny shop. As I walked, the waste paper bundled package bounced around inside the folds of my bag. By the feel of its shape and weight as it beat steadily against my side, I concluded that the object in my possession was probably just more swag. It didn't make me nervous not to know what it was that I was carrying, for I had done this type of job many times before. And no matter what kind of trouble I found myself wrapped up in, I had always somehow managed to come out unscathed. In truth, my experience on the job had made me tough, and I had become well versed in the art of orbal magic. So it was that when I laid my eyes on that rough-looking trio at the station, I felt no more knots of uneasiness in the pit of my stomach than was necessary for someone of my abilities. The platform for the train bound for Liberal was a bustle, with passengers awaiting its eventual arrival. Seeing that the benches were so crammed full of people that they could have very well been a tin of packed sardines, I resigned myself to standing near the entrance as I patiently waited for the train to come in. Twisting my body in order to move the bag to my other shoulder, I noticed the figures of two men. Heads bent together and conversing in an inaudible tone, they stood just beyond the ticket gate, right about where the horse head of the imperial emblem lay embedded in the ground in a grand mosaic of tiles. After a short interim, another man approached and joined in the conversation. From my perspective, this was one ragtag group I most certainly couldn't have given a passing grade to based on looks. All three were extremely well built and sported the same haircut. To put it mildly, they stuck out in the crowd like a bunch of sore thumbs. Making sure to avoid eye contact with them as they glanced in my direction, I slung my bag back onto my shoulder and ever so calmly reached my hand into my pocket and ran the tips of my fingers across the surface of my orbment. A woman's voice reverberated within the walls of the station, notifying the passengers that the train had arrived. The low rumble of an orbal engine could be felt in the distance, and after a few moments, a large vehicle was seen rolling up on the shoulder. I muttered to myself, "All is well," but the sound of my voice was drowned out by the din of a massive machine. Brakes screeched, and a flash of black light reflected off the surface of the giant iron beast as it came sliding in across the rails. The immense vibration in the air emanating from the moving locomotive at its epicenter let me know that the orbal engine had been put into full reverse in order to deaccelerate and bring the train to a grinding halt. While being shoved to and fro by the waves of impatient travelers flooding out of the waiting area, I was swept toward one door of a passenger car. As we passed by the conductor, I caught another glimpse of the ticket gate. The men who were once there were now gone, and the only thing that remained was the profile of the horse made of glossy tiles, glaring back at me in a shade of deep crimson. Here we go. Carnelia Chapter 2 Dunzo. Okay, now we're going to be going into uncharted territory. Hi, are you headed to Bose? We are currently in a state of emergency. We are looking for any suspicious individuals among those heading from Bose to Roland. The Ison Road, which runs north off the East Bose Highway, is blockaded right now. For those heading to the north border, they'll have to go to Bose first and then wait until the road reopens. So I sat on the train and saw someone shady. Yep, that's what you got so far. Save. Save, save, save. Right, buttons to save. File, save. What do we have here this time? Bracers? Traveling the roads on foot is a bit of a hassle, isn't it? Well, be careful out there. Thanks, sir. Oh, Brett! What's on this side then? Oops. Oh my gosh. Oh, nothing. Just a little... No secrets here? No? Okay. Okay. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, this is like a pretty straightforward walk. I like that. But now we have to fight all the monsters. I don't see any yet. Oh, there's one.
That's that then. Let's move out.
There's a button to bring up the map. I better figure out which one it is. For me, it's whatever the select button would be on the controller you're using. Like the button where select traditionally would sit. Do you know what I'm saying? Now that's a mole, a halo mole. Oh, I opened a slot for Estelle and I never even put an orb mint in there for her. What should I give her? Probably should get a controller. Oh. Yeah, if you have like pretty much every like controller hooks up, like a PlayStation 4, PS5. I think even Nintendo Switch Pro controllers plug into your computer. Oh, these things are much more higher level than anything we've fought yet, so we probably should get out of here. I mean, I knew this was like the wrong way, but I just was curious if we could explore over here much, but it doesn't look like we should.
Oh, are we done already?
Oh, it doesn't give me a lot of XP though. You know, we don't need to be here right now. We don't need to be here right now. We'll get out of here. We'll have to come back here eventually, so. Oh, now I can see enemies on the map because I put the eagle eye on, so that's nice.
Seems you came up short.
Fun how much Cher is holding back. She could just one-shot that thing if she wanted to, but she's making the trainees fight. It's true. She's doing training. They don't call her the Silver Streak for nothing.
Seems you came up short.
Ooh, congratulations on the Panda win. On the Panda coin win. Sorry, I probably should stop moving the map so much. Or moving the screen so much.
That's that then. Let's move out.
What's that headed this way?
Well, if it isn't Sherazard, how have you been? Fine. I haven't seen you in a while either. What are you up to? As you can see, I'm doing an escort job. I'm sure that you've heard all about the airliners being grounded after the Lind incident, right? Because of that, we have to move all this cargo to the Royal City by ground transport. I see. Well, your efforts are appreciated. So how about yourself? What do you do with these youngsters? Don't tell me you're looking into the incident. That was the plan. Why? Do you know something we should be aware of? Well, I think it'd be best if you spoke with Lugrin about it at the Bose branch. Anyway, I've got to get going. Catch you later.
First Mr. Ashton and now him. Everyone keeps hinting at something, but no one will just come out and say it. I wonder what's up.
Well, there must be a good reason for it, and we'll probably find our answers at the Bose branch. Well, there you go. Gamble big and you just doubled up, I mean. Whatever. Agreed. If we do as he suggests and ask Lugrin about it, we may just get a clue as to what's going on. Anyway, let's get moving. So many things. Aw, man.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Konnichiwa. Hello, Space Robot Arm. How you doing? What's going on? What's on the up and up, my friend? No, I do not give out finger traps. It's true.
Oh, are we done already?
You're chillaxing. How's Trails tonight? Trails is going great. Great news gravy.
Piece of cake.
We're just, we've made our way to the second region of the game now. Okay.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Yeehaw. You're playing Elden Ring here and stuck at another boss. Isn't that the way? I'm sorry to hear that you're stuck though. I hope you're able to adventure around elsewhere, but unless it's like stuck. We're gonna play again on Sunday night on stream some more Elden Ring, but then I'm not sure if that'll be. I think that might be. We might move to Castlevania starting the next Sundays. So, which reminds me, Nintendo's doing a New Year sale. I wonder if
Oh, are we done already?
the Game Boy Advance games are on sale. Whew. The Game Boy Advance ones. But if you haven't voted, there's a little mini poll just with emotes in the Discord if you want to tell me to keep playing Elden Ring or not. That poll is currently tied. I see. Yes, as a reminder, if you go into the Discord, you can tell me what to play on Sunday. But as for the game we're playing after Trails in the Sky, it's going to be Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. What? It's going to be a good time. Ooh, this is a bad monster.
Someone's been naughty.
The US and Canada stores are the same, so that's fun.
Let's do this.
I'll start with whatever is considered the first one. You're just gonna say it is on sale? Nice.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Well, then it's a perfect time for me to pick it up, I think. I also grabbed Trails in the Sky SC on sale during the Steam sale, just in case. And I got Crisis Core for Christmas, so you know, we're good. We're good on the games. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Okay. Circle of the Moon is the first one. It's the only Castlevania game you've played so far that you think is bad? I thought everyone loved them. Yo, Brig, what's going on? What's on the up and up? Hello, worldwide noob. How you doing? What? Brig, Harry, what's going on? What's on the up and up? Everyone loves Aria of Sorrow. I thought all the GBA ones were widely loved. Just farming M+ keys? Yeah, I have like 3 quests for Ruby life pools.
Seems you came up short.
Harmony of Dissonance is also very good too. You don't know what the consensus on Circle of the Moon is. You don't know what the consensus is on Circle of the Moon. That's just your take. Totally fair. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be like, we can't go that way, but we'll just investigate just to be sure. Yeah, they're like, you can't go this way. Hold it right there. The Hakken Gate is currently not permitting civilian passage through checkpoint. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed past this point.
Come on, it'll be alright if you let us through.
No, it's not alright. The border garrison is putting all of its efforts into searching for the missing airliner. We will not allow anything or anyone to hinder the search. We've no intention to do anything of the sort. We're bracers, so are you trying to tell us we can't pass either? Bracers? I can see that you're a bracer, but are you trying to tell me that these kids are too?
Heh heh heh, that's right.
See the emblems? I see. But I'm sorry to inform you that even bracers are no exception. You heard the man. Now how about you move on out of here?
I bet I could change their tune with a little help of my staff.
Forget it, Estelle. They wouldn't be much use to us unconscious either. Anyway, let's hurry to Bose. Okay. There we go, we did it. Okay, we're going to be at Bose. We finally made it here. This is the commercial city of Bose, which sits at the heart of the Bose region.
Wow, this definitely looks like a city.
Of the 5 major cities in Liberal, this one comes next after the Royal City. Compared to Roland, the buildings are all made of stone and seem a lot bigger.
Does anyone have any idea what that huge building is over there?
That's the Bose Market. It's an indoor marketplace made up of various shops. Food, clothing, sundry goods, furniture, books, and so on. You can pretty much buy everything here with the exception of weapons and ornaments.
It's not surprising that they call this place a commercial city. Man, I really wish this trip could have been for shopping.
Maybe some other time. Let's first stop by the guild and find out what's going on regarding the incident.
Oh, all right.
Just so you know, the Bracer Guild is just right over there. Just so you know, the Bracer Guild is just right over there. She did say it the way I thought she said it, but I was confused. Okay, I want to go to the church. Oh, it's right here. Perfect.
Please, Leela. This is my one and only chance. Not this again. Excuse me? You're Father Holstein, right?
Oh, ho, ho. Indeed I am, but how may I help you?
This is for you. It's a letter from Father Divine in Roland.
Handed over Father Divine's letter. Oh, is this for me? Thank you very much for delivering this. However, a letter from Father Divine could only mean... yes, he's come up with a new formula.
Eh? A new formula for what?
Oh, don't tell me you didn't know. Father Divine is a master of medicine, known throughout Liberal for his skills in the healing arts. In fact, he was well known for this even back when he was at Gransel Cathedral.
Really?
Even after he took up his new post as the father in Roland, he has continued his research without fail. And when he discovers an effective medicine, he shares his knowledge with the rest of us. We bracers also use the medicine created by Father Divine on a daily basis. So in a way, we're being supported in our work from behind the scenes.
I had no idea.
Jake, so our bonus stream's always going to be Sunday right now? Sunday night now? Yeah, I think they kind of work out better for me. I feel like I get like a full weekend and then I like have a little Sunday evening. Whereas kind of like plopping them in the middle of the Sunday afternoons was kind of like, I always kind of sliced out my weekend up a little bit in a way I wasn't super in love with, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, it could just be whatever works best for me that weekend. Bonus streams don't really have a super designated day.
I had no idea. It would have been nice if he had at least mentioned it to us.
But it's just like him not to, since he never talks about himself.
Ain't that the truth?
Father Divine is very strict with himself. Whenever he admonishes someone, he is always admonishing himself as well. This is one attitude I think all young children these days should learn. Although it'd be a bit difficult for me to learn at this ripe age. Ho.
Yeah, har, or whatever.
Well, how about we just try to work hard without overreaching ourselves? I appreciate you coming all the way from Roland to deliver this letter today. Oh, Idios, goddess of the firmament, please protect these souls as you guide them in their daily lives.
La, we're finally here. This day has finally arrived. After my husband is done worshipping here, it's off to the Bose Market to buy.
As we were arriving in Bose, the airliner flights were canceled, and right in the middle of my pilgrimage, too. Welcome to Bose, the city of commerce. This is the most commercially active city in all of the kingdom. It's the place where merchants who dream of success gather. And of course, that includes me. Good day to you and welcome to Anta Rose. Do you have a reservation?
Nope. Is this a restaurant then?
'Tis as you say, yes. I am the manager Lecter. I tend to the restaurant's needs while the owner is away. Herein, the best quality ingredients and servers await you, amounting to the greatest dining experience of your life. I personally guarantee that if you partake of our delicacies, you will emerge full and satisfied. Please come this way. I will gladly show you a table. Wow, this guy's got a lot of confidence in his restaurant, and I must admit it certainly does look like a nice place.
Yeah, but he's a bit pushy, don't you think? I mean, when I see this place, my first thought is cha-ching. We'd go broke if we ate here.
It's not cheap, that's for certain. If one wished to stay for a full-course dinner, let's see. It would require the bounty from 30 large monsters, at minimum, to gather enough mira.
Yeah, not for me, thanks. At that price, I'll gladly go to a street vendor. Deep-fried palm on a stick, palms in a blanket.
And this flavor hasn't changed one bit. It's as good as ever. I hear the owner of this place changed a few years back, but the quality certainly hasn't dropped any. If anything, the food's gotten better since then. We've begun running out of certain goods here in Bose, and while we have no means of eliminating the problem, we can at least try to make it better, if only slightly. Army regulations, along with the grounding of the airships, have a definite effect on business that cannot be ignored. I need to reopen negotiations to get things squared away as soon as possible. Welcome. Here for a good meal? If so, please let me show you to a table. I am the sommelier here. If you have any questions or concerns regarding wine, I'll be more than happy to address them for you. My goodness, what a restaurant! It's just as glorious as I'd always hoped it would be. But up until now, we've just been admiring it from afar. Well, what should I order, I wonder? To a chef, each and every day is lived in pursuit of flavor. When the flavor stops, it's time to put the kitchen knife down once and for all. One must never be satisfied. Recipes must never stop evolving. Complacency disqualifies you as a chef. A complacent chef is no chef at all, far as I'm concerned. This guy's pretty intense. It's kind of scaring me. Yeah, he has the eyes of a pro. A really skilled, really psycho sort of pro.
It's amazing how tenacious the head chef is about his flavors. I'm trying to work on my flavors too. I even stayed in the kitchen all night to perfect a new soup recipe.
Meh, how long does it take to beat 30 large monsters? You're not wrong. Hot, 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 hot! Ah! Spicy food is just the thing for an old man like myself. Brings back the old appetite something fierce. I must say, this coriander-infused duck dish really does the trick. I bet I could eat another 2 of these easy.
We've come from the capital for food and shopping. The capital is quite lively, but I must admit, this town gives it a run for its money. I often vacation with Marion. We have similar interests and obnoxious amounts of money to spend on them. Though my goal this time was more shopping than food. One can never have too many dinadilly wallets or rhino cider salad bowls after all. Dinadilly. Adults always order chicken nuggets. Oh my gosh, that's another thing I got for Christmas. I got one of those chicken nugget pop figures. He's under the... I gotta put away the tree and put all my stuff away, but... Yeah, hello. Oh, Scheherazade, you arrived a lot sooner than I expected. I appreciate you coming all the way from Roland. It's been a while, hasn't it, Lugren? Did someone tell you that we were coming ahead of time?
Yes, I received a call from Ina not that long ago. So that means these 2 kids with you are Cassius's children?
Yes, that's right. It's nice to meet you, sir. I'm Estelle Bright.
And I'm Joshua Bright. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Lugren, and I oversee the Bose branch. Your father and I go way back. Space Robot Arm, I thought you were going to say you got chicken nuggets for Christmas, like an order of them from McDonald's. No, I didn't. But I did eat some around Christmas time. Please, just call me Lugren.
Sure, we'll do that. That said, could you give us a quick update on the missing airliner incident?
Yes, about that. The Royal Army is still continuing its search. However, with the Army's current restriction on information, no public updates of the situation have been made. And not only has the general public been kept in the dark, but the Guild hasn't heard a word either. Papadelli D, what?
Really? Why not? Aren't the Army and the Guild supposed to be cooperating together?
Well, that's the way it is on the surface anyway. But in actuality, there's a lot of opposition between both parties on a number of aspects. So pretty much what you're saying is that it's a bunch of jurisdictional disputes, right? I hate to admit it, but that's the situation. In addition, General Morgan has gotten involved.
Did you just say General Morgan?
Great. Now it really looks like things are going to be a pain.
General Morgan? Who's that?
He's famous for repelling the Imperial Army's invasion 10 years ago. You should have read about him in the history books.
Amazingly enough, I don't recall the name. So what's the big deal with this famous guy anyway?
From what I've heard, he's not the biggest fan of the Bracer Guild. Hates bracers, in fact. It seems he even makes it a point to routinely assert that there's no need for a Bracer Guild.
Sounds like a real whack job to me. So what you're saying is that we're not getting any information because of this general?
That's not really important at the moment. What really matters is that bracers are being prohibited from entering the regions they are investigating, and because of that, it's causing conflicts with our other work.
But We just came all the way here from Roland. If that's the way it's gonna be, then it's time to duel it out with this general to decide who gets to investigate the incident.
You're talking like a crazy person, Estelle. Keep your cool, Bracer. There are other ways, such as the request we just received from the mayor concerning the incident. She has asked that we conduct an investigation from the guild side, separate from the army. Well, that's encouraging news. If it's an official request from the mayor, it'll be a great pretext for us to conduct our own investigation.
I see. Well, isn't this perfect timing? Lugrin will accept the mayor's request.
That sounds fine by me. But before you go, you two are junior bracers, right?
Yeah, why?
Junior braces, so to speak, are members in training registered at various branches. In short, their performance is monitored by the branch where they're currently registered. And right now, for you two, that would be Roland.
So what you're trying to say is that
we have to change our registration if we want to accept jobs here, right? You've got it. Here, all you need to do is sign on these forms to transfer your registration.
Sure.
Our names go here, and Estelle and Joshua filled out the registration transfer forms. This is like one of those stupid things I love about these games. Is like, who cares about signing the registration forms? Who cares about transferring your guild names? It's such a dumb little like bureaucratic thing, but I love it. I love that this game like fleshes out all this like little like minute stuff. I don't know, like this little minutia. It's just really silly. All right, it looks like everything is in order. Junior bracers, Estelle and Joshua, as of this day at 15:20, your registration at the Bose branch has been approved. This means that you are now members of the Bose branch. So you know, once you become a senior bracer, you can do any job without being registered to a particular branch. But on the flip side, your duties and responsibilities increase as well. Understood.
So pretty much we're still newbies?
Well, it looks like now I'll be able to entrust you with the mayor's request. The mayor's residence is near the west gate. You should go there and talk to her directly.
We'll do that.
Understood. Yay, the letter carrier got reported. Good work. It looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Good. Let's accept some quests too. The father. Credit card. You got it. My very most favorite part of Home Alone 2. The father. Credit card. You got it. Okay, a revenue monster for Elder Ryson. A ferocious monster has been sighted along the trail behind Ravenue Village. It must be sought out and exterminated ASAP. Ingredient Seeker. I'm in a bind right now as I seem to be lacking a certain cooking ingredient I regularly use for practice. Please bring tender poultry ×5 to me, Gwen, at the Anteros restaurant. The East Bose Monster. A ferocious monster known as the King Scorpion has been spotted roving the East Bose Highway. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. Yep, we got him. We'll do him. That's what I wanted. I just don't want to be here. How did I? Oh, there we go. Look at all those little circles in Roland. Feels good. Okay.
Hey, welcome. Sit wherever you like.
I'm a scholar specializing in living beings from days long past. And on the subject of peculiar living beings, I've encountered the most uniquely swift monster I've ever seen during a recent geological survey. That was along the road in West Bowes, if I'm not mistaken. Having never seen such a creature before, I thought to capture it, but it was far too quick for these legs of mine. I'd best get some more exercise in my daily regimen, I surmise. Oh, cheese risotto, let's eat it. Heck yeah, cheese risotto. Welcome, welcome, order up. We've got good cheap food that'll make your belly sing with delight. Alright, we talked to her already. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, woe is me. How did things get like this? I gave up my whole life for that damned workshop. Being Miss Murano's attendant is exhausting work, but it's precisely because of the power she wields that she's earned the dubious role of Shadow Mayor, I suppose. Captain Giraffe, we watched Home Alone 2 Christmas Eve. I haven't watched this movie in like 10 years. Your cousins looked at you and it's just like, you wouldn't understand. What if they better have appreciated how great that movie was? Welcome. Please enjoy our hotel's atmosphere which is rich with tradition. Okay, thanks, sir. These little hotels. I'm so busy today. I want to hurry and finish all these terrible jobs and then head out on the town. Okay, we don't want to go to the mayor's house yet. Bowes is nearly, if not just as lively as the royal city. We do a lot of trade with merchants from the Empire. In other words, we're not in short supply of much of anything. Oh, there's no place like the Bowes Market in Gransel, that's for sure.
One day I'm gonna be a merchant and live in a big mansion. Good luck with that one. If you haven't noticed, not every merchant can live in a big home. Welcome! How about a fluffy, eggy sponge cake? It's a specialty here at the Bowes Market. Wow, this looks so good, Joshua!
Yeah, it does have a nice smell to it, doesn't it?
Joshua, after we find Dad, let's come here and eat and get one of these to eat together, okay?
That's not a bad idea.
Really? You better not forget about this later on, you hear me?
Except we're just gonna buy one right now. And then what, huh? It looks like a girl is running the confectionery shop now. Before it was some guy running this place. I wonder what happened to him. Good day to you and welcome. I carry everything from antique books to textiles and daily necessities.
Man, would you look at all this stuff? Mr. Ridden's general store has lots of stuff, but this one carries even more than he does.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to see exactly why this store is here in the market. I stock a lot of imported goods from the Empire and the Republic, so I'm pretty confident about my selection. You already have that. I already have all of these, that's nice. The book I'm after isn't here. Maybe you should try checking at another shop. I've been living in Bowes my whole life, but this is the first time I've actually come to the market. Where to start? There are goods in stores all over the place. And there's dust everywhere.
Good day and welcome. Hey there, you two. Have a look at my goods. I have everything you need. What the? So loud, my ears, they bleed.
Well, this place is alive and bustling like everyone says. Wonder if it's like this all day. It is. People from all corners of Liberal gather here to grow their businesses, and their eagerness and zeal to succeed is nothing to be balked at. Oh, a laundry pole, but it's not that great. Paring knives, well, that's much better. Or it's a little bit better. That's better enough. Let's buy it. Okay, equip Joshua with the paring knives. Used by pro chefs and sometimes in domestic disputes, right? I was going to point that out. That's pretty good, right?
Tentatively speaking, I'm an employee here at the store. I help out my mother. I'm not playing around, just in case you were wondering.
This one's quite a catch. Can I help you find something? My medicine can take care of almost any kind of ailment.
So you sell medicine, huh? There seems to be almost anything one could ever want here in the Bose Market.
That's for sure. The sheer amount of stuff for sale is pretty overwhelming. What do you got here? Tear balm, purging balm, softening balm, smelling salts, reviving. Okay, that's fine, whatever.
Huh? Dorothy, is that you? Wow, look at all the stuff they're selling here. I'm gonna get kink in my neck just turning my head to try and take all of it in.
She's so into her surroundings, it looks like she can't even hear you. Let's see, now what to do about today's side dish. Should I try making something with meat or should I try something with fish? My pal Buck has started raising prices on his goods, but in light of the situation, I guess I can understand why. Although some of his prices seem a bit too high. Okay, I don't think I need it. Or wait, is there some of these? Oh, for the cheese risotto. Yes, we'll need some cheese. No, nice round numbers, please. 10. I'm gonna spend all my money. Oh, risotto, cheese. Oh, I need some rice. We'll just buy 2 of those. Okay. Thanks to the restrictions placed on everything in the army, nothing has gone right. When I think about the price of getting things in stock, I feel like my business is going to dry up. This guy's in a rather foul mood. No kidding. Airliner flights have been canceled and the ice and road has been blockaded off. I'm sure it's not doing wonders for these merchants' businesses either. Ooh, a luscious orange, but we don't really need any of those. We have no recipes for them. How are you doing today? Is there anything I can help you find? I carry brands from the Royal City here as well. If you would like, please have a look around. It looks like they sell clothes here.
I'm fine. I already like the clothes I'm wearing now.
I can also do custom designs or tailor any clothes you'd like. Just keep that in mind if you decide you want something more fashionable than your current, unique outfit. Wow, rude. Strega J's. Yeah, we'll buy a pair of those. And a new scarf, huh? Okay, equip Joshua. You can have the Strega J's. And also... yeah, have the red scarf. It's nice. That's nice, actually. And then we can give Shara... some of these. like prevent poison and there you go. Looks good. Looks good. Let's see. Now, who's having a sale today? Where's my memo? I know I've got it written down somewhere.
Teehee, this is the first time I've ever been allowed to go on an errand all by myself. Let's see, now what was I supposed to buy?
Okay, so we explored the market fully. Okay, that's West Bowes Highway. Oh, it's just the highways. Oh, I thought it was like a whole different... Oh, Bowes South Block. Yeah, let's go to the South Block first. And go visit all the people in the residential districts. That's strange. I would have thought that my husband would be home by now. With my daughter at home now, it seems like we can finally enjoy a meal together as a family for the first time in ages, but he's not home.
I came all the way back here to be with my family, and my father's nowhere to be found. And he's the one who said to come back to Bowes as soon as possible. What's going on? My mother's worried, so maybe I'll just give a call to the place where he was staying.
Oh, yes. That just brings me back outside. But that's not what I'm mad about. The thing I'm mad about is the fact that he doesn't have the decency to say one word before he leaves. It's important for people to have hobbies in their old age, so I don't see why you have to get so mad about mine. Don't you realize you're just going to turn into a wrinkled old prune getting angry all the time? Maybe not what you should say to your wife, sir. Bowes merchants enjoy the freedom of the market system here, but we also have a rule to always keep our word. And for that reason alone, we are very strict about meetings and punctuality. It's certainly been a while since the army clamped down on things, and at this point, because of it, we're definitely going to be in the red this month. My dad works in the trade business, and our family has been doing the same job for generations, but I don't think I'm cut out to be a merchant. Oh, is that the same house here as here? Indeed it is. Okay, that brings us out, and those go to the same houses. Oh, I wonder if this will have better goods. Let's talk to the guy first, actually. Good afternoon and welcome. Take a look around and see if there's anything you like. Oh, yes, let's buy this stuff. Oh, man, the dual razor is going to be even better, of course. I made such a big mistake. Oh, it's okay. We'll buy the stun rod. Oh, wait, can't afford the stun rod. It's $2,000. I only have $1,690. I spent all my money at the market. Typical. Well, that's okay. We're going to be here for a while, and the stuff is going to change too much. So... Hey, Defective Ash, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. What's going on? What's on the up and up raiders? How are you doing? What were you playing? Resident Evil 6? Nice. Oh, thank you for getting that shout out there. Folks, if you don't follow Defective Ash, please just go click that little heart button at the top of the screen. Very awesome person. And hey, playing through Resident Evil 6. Are you enjoying Resident Evil 6? I know Resident Evil 6 isn't beloved by many folks, but welcome on in, Raiders. What's going on? I'm doing so great, Defective Ash. Thank you so much for asking. I hope everyone's having a very great night. You're playing it co-op is much better than alone. I'm very happy to hear that you're having a good time. We are currently, we just made it to our second town in Trails in the Sky. We're in chapter 1. We finished the prologue. So yeah, we're just kind of going around town, exploring, seeing what there is to buy. Yeah, I think it's going pretty good. Oh, right, we can convert some of this, though we should go to the Septium shop first and see if, how much that stuff is. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. For those of you who don't know me, hello, I'm Pando. I stream JRPGs, and we're streaming through all the JRPGs ever. We're currently on Trails in the Sky, the first chapter. Not like we're in the first chapter in the game, the first chapter. And yeah, it's been real fun. And we've got Crisis Core coming up next. So I'll be running the show starting today, huh? Excellent. Now it's time to make some real money. Yeah, ha, ha. Okay, Nigel. I don't think we have any slots we can open. Yeah, everything's a little bit too expensive, but there's probably some new quartz. Mind. Yeah, we'll grab one of those. Grab one of those. Okay, we got one of everything now. I haven't seen my boss around recently. I wonder if he's gotten sick or something. That brings us that way. Which was back here. Oops, I didn't want to go that way. Good, good, good. Someone's house here. Ooh, I wonder if my husband's business is doing well.
My dad makes clothes and then sells them to the people. He made my clothes too, see?
Beautiful. Beautiful kid. Okie doke. And then there's these. Oh wait, this is it. This is the whole. Right? Yes, we've explored this fully. Perfect. Okay, where is the? Before we go accept the missing airliner stuff, we're gonna go. Where's Ravenue Village? Valeria Lakeshore. Okay, that's not Ravenue Village. Are you are you VA the voices in your head? I definitely VA the voices in my head if I'm just hanging about by myself. We never went to Landing Port either. Is Ravenue Village this way? Crone Trail. Oh yeah, we gotta go to Ravenue Village to find the monster there. But before we do that, let's go. I wouldn't want to hear the voices in Panda's head. Nobody would. It's deeply concerning. Okay, the landing port.
I'd planned to take a trip to the Royal City, but the airliner I was supposed to be on hasn't showed up.
Airliner flights have been canceled and there's been no indication as to when they'll resume. I feel extremely bad for all the customers we have waiting here, to say nothing of the other landing ports. Huh? I came here thinking I could catch a flight on an airliner, but it doesn't seem like anybody's getting ready for one to come in. Big old jet airliner, don't carry me too far away. I wonder where the airliner is. What's going on? Great question. Okie dokie. We mechanics have been standing by here the whole time as per the company's orders. Wonder how long we'll need to keep waiting like this. This is the perfect place for taking photos. Come on, my fair winged airships. Okay, now we've talked to everyone. So let's go get the monster at the village, provided the game lets us go there. Yes. Off we go. Nice.
Seems you came up short.
Ooh, Estelle. Thank you, enchilada. I just feel like dancing to all these songs all the time, you know? These are real jams. Honestly, forget needing any VA. Pando fills it in so great. That's what I'm here for. That's the whole niche. And her voices are always horror fodder. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to know what's going on in this brain sometimes. Let me tell you what. Just kidding.
Oh, are we done already?
Yay, level up, level up, level up. Oh, yes. Reviving bomb. The chest is empty. So very empty. It is. It's super empty. Look at this jerk. Okie doke. I don't like that those things are called, that thing's called a rock pecker, and the ice pecker, it's, you know, it's just, I can't get behind that. Oh, come on, Joshua. What's wrong with those names, Pando? I don't understand.
All right, we're good to go.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't. Listen, my stepdad always used it as a curse word, okay? I mean, they do have very large beaks, so I understand where they're coming from. But, you know, I don't know. Oh yeah, let's hurricane. Do you have a AoE? Craft. And a small area. Oh, we did this wrong. I mean, we're fine, but we could have been over this fight by now if I was more efficient in my murdering. What would you name them?
Seems you came up
Beakers. big beak buffoon. I don't know. Not this, though. Okay, so we don't want to go to the Crone Trail. We want to go to Ravenue Trail. Because we got to go fight the monster around there. It's so fun playing this game now because I understand the language and the flow of these video games, whereas when I first played this, I had no idea. Like I didn't know everything, and so it's nice being able to play this now, knowing how they go. You'd love to see a bestiary designed by Panda. Oh my gosh. I would love to name enemies. Like, okay, like, yeah, the these monsters are named a little wild. But at least they have, like, you know, at least they're named fun names, you know? I always get disappointed by, like, very obvious words. In La Pucelle, you can sometimes name the monsters you recruit. Yeah, that's not what I really like, though. Like, I don't ever name my Pokemon. Like, I don't like to name, like, give creatures that have names. I want to name species. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, are we done already?
Being a creature designer would be very fun. Okay, Orbment, Estelle, Tier on Joshua. Space Robot Arm. The fan translations of Dragon Quest V have some great enemy names. My favorite is Spiky Boy. I like that one a lot. Captain Giraffe, give the enemy swears we will. What? Okay, we don't want to go to Crone Pass. We do want to go to Ravenue Village. Holy guacamole, this is quite a trek for a side quest here. We should be going to talk to the mayor, but no, I refuse. We will move the story on after we do the side things.
To go.
The series gets rid of the rotating camera by Trails of Zero, and I have to say, I prefer that. Wow, excuse me. We do rule Estelle, it's true. Or Mint Tier. That's good, that's good. Feels good. Feels good. Dooch. Oh, yeah, no thank you. You know what? You're going to give him a firebolt, because I bet you they hate it. Ooh, and we'll get a crit hit on this firebolt. I hope it one-shots this creature. It does, yes. I kind of was thinking it might one-shot it them no matter what, but... Nice.
Oh, are we done already?
I'm so happy that I'm able to stream the game out to you all at 60 FPS instead of the how it looked with 30 FPS while I was playing at 60, because it looks nicer.
So this is Ravenue Village, huh? This sure is a peaceful place. Look, there's an orchid. Orchard. There's an orchard. The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I've heard there's an old abandoned septium mine to the north of here. You seem to know a lot about this place. Have you been here before? Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner. Why? An airliner would have been so much more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. It's pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training. Dad really said that? There's certainly the possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal. That's exactly right. It might be a good idea for you two to take on that challenge if you have some time. I have a feeling that we're gonna. So who are you guys anyway? Merchants from Bose? I know what I saw and I told them so too. Since this is Louis we're talking about, he's probably mistaken. He's probably just been looking at the stars too much if you ask me.
Hi there, I don't think I've seen you around here before. Welcome to Ravenue Village. What do you got for me? I don't need any of this, thank you though, sir. We will use a little inn here though because it's good.
Welcome. Are you here to stay the night?
Yeah. You know, video game fans are really lucky this month for TV shows, if they like to watch TV shows.
Are you guests? I apologize, but I'm in the middle of getting everything ready for the day right now.
Are they The Last of Us and then the Trail of Heroes anime series? Are those two of them? Or do you have another one? Nier Automata. There's a Nier anime or Nier show? So let me guess, are you here to buy fruit? I'm sorry to say this, but my husband is outside. If you need to speak with him, would you mind going to the orchard? Why can I not say orchard? Orchard. Oh my god, I'm done.
It's almost lunchtime. I'd better finish up these few jobs here myself.
This year's weather is good, and it looks like any kind of fruit will ripen up nicely. This music kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy IX. In that first village where you're hanging out with Garnet. Huh? Might you be the ones from the Bracer Guild? Did you see the request on the bulletin board?
Yep, we sure did.
This is wonderful. My name is Ryson, and I guess you could say that I'm the elder of this village. As I'm sure you're already aware, there's been a vicious monster roaming the trail behind the village. So, you know what kind of monster has taken up residence in the area? No, I don't think anyone has gotten a good look at the thing. However, I think it may be one which lies in wait for its prey. When the mine was active years ago, this type of monster often appeared and harassed the workers. I see. So it lies in wait, huh? It's going to be a bit of a pain to find then. It looks like we'll just have to hit the trail and see if we can find out where it's hiding. After the mine was abandoned and people stopped going up that way, we had believed that the monsters had gone into slumber. So why in the world is one appearing now? It's almost time for us to begin planting saplings this year. As a way to keep the villagers from worrying, we had Figaro standing guard at the gate and not told anyone else about the monster. Please exterminate the monster as soon as you can. Got it. Current girl's gonna have an ear? That makes sense. Jake, so when you finish the third Ace Attorney game, is there a chance you and Kitty might play Elden Ring for your co-streams? You know, I had never considered that. I don't know. Oh gosh, sorry. The people left in this village are those who managed to live through the flames of war 10 years ago. I hope we can all continue to work together. It's locked. Okay, let's go exterminate a monster. After we finish inspecting around here. I'm sorry, but you can't go beyond this point. I shouldn't be telling you this, but there's been some rumor going around that there's a vicious monster out there on the trail behind the village.
Yeah, and we already talked to the village elder about it.
Really? So does that mean you're with the Bracer Guild? Yep, that's right. Oh man, it's a good thing you're here. The season to plant saplings is almost upon us. It would help out a lot if you could exterminate this monster before things got really busy around here. Anyway, be cautious out there. I guess if you play online, you'd have to deal with raiders though. That's true. That is not incorrect. Okay, I guess we'll wander around this area here. I don't know if he's at the abandoned mine, the creature, but... Oh nice, it does one hit kill them.
All right, we're good to go.
Okay, let's go down first. Yikesy, yikesy. He got a crit hit off me and that was very rude. Wow, rude. Uh-oh. Art tier on Shara. Okay, you know what? This thing's gotta go. It's gotta go fast. Or I'll wait till it attacks one more time. The timing's just not working out. It's gonna keep overhealing. So we'll see. Oh wait, Joshua can actually do it right here. Provided he doesn't miss. There we go. Woo! Yes, I gotta watch out for that. Otherwise we'll just get stuck in one of these fights forever. The chest is empty, but it wouldn't be empty if you put something in it. Well, I'm not gonna. Thanks, Korzakan. We did finish it. We showed him what's up. We showed that creature what's up. Aw, man. Oh my gosh. When they whiff an attack, it makes me really mad. Uh-oh. Aw, geez. That's on me. Right, Joshua, if you wouldn't just miss all the dang time. I need to give him a hit orb mint so that he doesn't miss constantly. Actually, you're going to take this opportunity to tier Joshua. There we go.
Seems you came up short.
Death Blow 2. Reduced to searching empty chests. That's really sad. So you're not wrong. Orb Mint. Let's see here. Oops. Oh, I didn't want that. Oh, 100% kills enemy, but quartz breaks. Great. It's wonderful. It's just what I want. I like him having speed and blinds, but I'd really like him to have a hit, but... I'll have to give one of the... Currently, Estelle has one, but I'll give it to... I'll get one for Joshua when we're next in town. I think I can buy him another one. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh my gosh, every button but the one I want. Okay, this is up now. We want to go up. Oh, look at all these guys. Okay, art. Firebolt on this jerk. You can firebolt this one too. there we go. NVM, don't need to cast anything.
Let's move out.
Sweet chili heat. Nope, nothing in there. Oops, wrong button, wrong button. Rude. Alright, I should have healed Joshua. But that's okay. We'll heal him after this here. He is going to do some fire bolts, though. Get rid of these creeps. Man, they all pick on Joshua. Holy guacamole. He is one-shotting them, so with his fire spell. So, I mean, I guess I can't necessarily blame them, but...
All right, we're good to go.
Beast steak. Nope. Still empty, of course. Oh, I didn't go down this way. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Captain Giraffe.
All right, we're good to go.
They just poured it all down my face. Of course. Way to go, me. Woo, Cher's our level 13. Ding. Bind whip. Interesting. Hello, Malcove. I'm here on a rare Saturday morning. Trails looks great. I've always wanted the courage and gumption to play it. Where would you need courage to play it? It's, I believe you can do it easy peasy. They're very easy to play games. Really fun, really good times. It's one of my favoriteest series. Art. Firebolt. Get rid of this guy. But Malco, so great to see you. I hope you're doing great, my friend. No, you know, let's just get rid of it. Or I don't know, it's gonna probably suck our life juice out. Courage because tactics is a style I really need to warm up to, but I've always wanted to. This is not a tactic JRPG. If you play Final Fantasy X, you can play this. The only thing that might make you think it's tactical is the grid base, but it's literally like you don't do anything. You don't move the characters. They move themselves.
All right, we're good to go.
It's a standard turn-based JRPG. Turn around. Go the other way. I don't like you. You're looking at me, creature. I can tell. Okay, well maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what this creature was doing. Yes, attack that guy. Oh, yeah, it's the grid for you, LOL. By the way, this looks sharp. Are we playing on the PC? Yes, so we are absolutely playing on the PC, but yes, I understand your initial like hesitation on the grid base. However, it's literally, it's nothing. It's nothing. It literally plays just like a regular turn-based video game. And yeah, yes, we were playing. I originally I have this game on the PSP. And that's where I initially played it was on the Vita. I played the PSP version on the Vita. Sorry, I know that's a little weird. But it's for ease of streaming. I got the PC version, which is a great port. It's been quite fun. Oh, I forgot to get oh my gosh, I got the hiccups. I forgot to get Joshua to kill the other guy. Oh my gosh. Totally, I understand that. There we go. Now that guy's toast. Long live games, exactly. Games best. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this guy now. He's toasted and roasted. Nice. Yeah, games are the best, Melcove. I 3000% agree. Space Robot Army. Pando, in 100 years from now, if people study video games the way we study literature today, what do you think will be considered the great works? Stuff like Nier Automata would probably be up there. You know, it's really hard to say because I don't think it will be studied like literature. I mean, it'll be different. It'll be different. I don't know. It's... Jake, when you said the guy was toast, I was also going to ask if he was also roast, but then you answered the question. Yeah, that's right, I did. That's a tough question. Like, I think that games will be... I think that literature is not exactly the right... like, it's like between literature and movies, I guess. So somewhere in between literature and movies. And a lot of it's like pop fluff. But I guess stuff like Terminator is gets studied now, you know? I don't know. It's like... It's hard to say. Film is studied kind of like literature. A little bit. They're both kind of... I think they are both a bit different. There are like video game art classes. Does that make sense? I have heard of classes where like students like play games like... They're already kind of doing that where like they're playing like a Fallout... like old Fallout, you know, that kind of stuff, and then discussing it like a book club, like they do with like, you know, reading a chapter of stuff. Final Fantasy Tactics, that would be a good one. I think something like Journey. I think... Pinged by Journey. I just think stuff like Journey will be studied like on an academic level. Because, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. There's... Just like there's like blockbuster, you know, popcorn flicks. A lot of the video games we love and play today are popcorn video games, you know? Like, there's not a lot of depth there, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're fun, but they're like silly fun, you know? Oops, oh my gosh, please. Put that back on you. What am I doing? I think probably Bubsy 3D would be up there. You're not, yeah, you got it, Jake. Bubsy, 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 Bobcat. Space Robot Arm. I wonder if people in 100 years will look back and see some genius in something like Bubsy 3D that we can't see today. All right, you guys jinxed yourselves. What the heck? Melkov, I hope people appreciate the OG English version of Yakuza for its interesting choices to try and interest markets outside of Japan. What a many options, though. Not top of any list, probably. You know, I bet you the Yakuza games will have a lot of, like, you know, look back on those. Yakuza games are very special. Oh my, here comes our monster, right? Oh yeah, here he is. Ooh, look at him. Oh my gosh. Space Robot Arm. At first when you said Journey, I thought of the Atari game about the band. Wow. Wow, Space Robot Arm. Okay, here we go. This guy looks like he's going to be tough, but nothing we can't handle. Oh yeah, this guy's toasted immediately.
Here I come. Piece of cake. Yikes, that scared the heck out of me. I wasn't expecting a monster to pop out like that. It looks like it followed the sound of our footsteps and then attacked us. It almost caught us completely off guard, too. If it had attacked one of the villagers, who knows what might have happened. It's a good thing we took care of it before anyone else ran into it. Agreed. Anyway, we should get back and report to the village elder. Right. Okay, let's go. Space Robot Arm. Seriously though, there have already been a lot of games that turned out to be genius that weren't appreciated in their time. Earthbound, for example. Yes, exactly. Earthbound is fantastic. I think that also with like independent games, you know, and getting like artsier fartsier kind of stuff. There's gonna be, yeah, games are perfect and wonderful. I love them. Oh my gosh, every button but the one I want. Okay, we're going to, I know we just fought this monster, but we're not going to exactly go to the abandoned mine, but we're going to explore these other two little, or these other three little offshoots here, and then we'll run back to town and report this. Venom, a truth about Pando. When she says you're toast, you're already burnt. Sorry. She's not sorry. Hey, Venom, how are you doing? Jake, I didn't know there was actually a game about Journey. You know, I don't think I actually knew that too, but what I did know was that there's a lot of really great pinball machines based off bands. There you go. There's your, yeah, we know that Pando fact of the moment.
And actually, oh my gosh, I learned there's Edmonton, I guess it's technically Sherwood Park, but it's all Edmonton. Edmonton has a little pinball arcade permanently that's just like the pinball museum in Seattle, which you just get to play money and just play, and it's there all the time. It's just constantly going, and it's got also old arcade games. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I just remembered that I just found out this existed like a little while ago. And now I gotta go. Well, we know where Panda will be tomorrow. Right? It does sound flippin' rad. I'm crazy for pinball, but I'm like bad at pinball, so I can never actually pay for pinball. Like, I can't actually like put money into a pinball machine because I'm really bad at pinball, so I'll just lose it all. I'll get like 3 plays and be like, well, that was fun. So I need like free play pinball to just play over and over and over. I am error. So anyway, very excited about this little factoid that I've just remembered. Pando Casino is all pinball machines. Yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't get him to fire them. I should have got him to... Oh, whatever. The I am error, you know, it could have been. You should add a pinball machine to your wish list. Oh yeah, crowdfund like a $10,000 pinball machine. I guess some of them can be like 5,000, but if you want one of those new Jersey Jacks or Stern machines, they are pretty pennies. Yep, do it. Listen, if y'all want to give me $10,000, I have some debts I need to pay off, okay? So have a crowdfunding, pay my student debt fund. Good old I am error. Yeah. A pinball machine is more important than paying off debt. Also, where in God's gracious good earth am I going to put a pinball machine?
Oh, are we done already?
Space Robot, I was looking at DIY virtual pinball tables a while ago. They're pretty good. That's what I've heard. Ooh, Joshua learned to flicker. Get your priorities straight, Pando. I know, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. I need... You could get rid of your bed, you're right. I could just sleep under the pinball machine. Okay, so I'm going to ignore the abandoned mine now. We've done what we needed to do here. We're going to walk back to Ravenue Village. Sleep on the floor. Exactly. It's better for your back anyway, right? Just kidding. I don't think that actually is the truth. If I had a house, if I had a house, I would absolutely start saving for a pinball machine. Oh, it's you guys. I just felt some sort of tremor, so the monster came out after all, did it? It did, and we took care of it too. Are you serious? Yep, consider that monster exterminated. It was a bit feisty, but not a problem in the end. Thank Idios. This is wonderful news. Captain Draft, the amount of pool tables I've been offered because you have a house and people just want to give you a pool table because they all bought pool tables and don't want them anymore. It would have been a real mess if we had monster trouble pop up any later. I'll hurry and let the village elder know. You guys really did us a favor. I know there's not much to see in the village, but please enjoy the relaxing atmosphere.
We'll do that. Thanks.
Okay, let's use the inn and then we'll go talk to the village elder. Oh, I just went back the way I came. Of course I did. Good work, you guys. I already let the village elder know you were successful in exterminating the monster. Oh, it's you young bracers again, is it? I've heard the news. You exterminated that monster on the trail behind the village, did you?
Yes, we did it somehow, I guess. It was pretty tough in the end.
Now it looks like we'll be able to plant our saplings this year without any more worries. I'm really grateful to you all. We may not have much to offer, but please know you're always welcome here.
We appreciate that, sir.
Okay, Dunzo here. Let's skedaddle back to Bose and see where our next assignment is going to be. Okay, I love mini-maps. Do y'all ever just, like, stare at the mini-map instead of the actual game sometimes to get where you're going? Because I find I do that all the time. And then you're like, I'm not even taking in any of the scenery. Me too, Space Roboto. Yeah, Nico, me too, too. I know. I'm always like, I'm not even looking at the game. Captain Giraffe, it's more like, hey, you can have this 1,000 pound thing if you do it yourself. I also really like looking at maps, Jake, but I always find that when there's a mini map, which I love mini maps, I'll just stare at my character walking on the mini map, which is just like an arrow in a like this arrow here. I'm watching this move around the mini map and controlling it versus my actual character, and it's just kind of funny to me. Oh, really? You had a crit hit and you missed, Joshua? Oh, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, that's it. Joshua, solve this problem.
Alright, we're good to go.
Oh, right, this way. Excuse me, creatures. Actually, let's double check here. Tender poultry times 5. And then East Bow's monster, okay. Pando just said a mythic plus 11 Jade Serpent. What? Jade Serpent? Jake, I was a weird kid and I used to have a bunch of maps of cities, and Edmonton was your favorite for some reason. That is interesting. Edmonton, I like looking at Edmonton on a map. I like... This is a... I mean, my city is kind of dumb, but it's also... It's alright. They have old dungeons on the season rotation? Oh, that's fun. Well, then your panda self was right at home there, wasn't it? Enchilada. Templeton is boring. I want maps from a man named Jake and the Batman, which is much more epic, right?
Oh, are we done already?
Okay, we can turn in one quest, make some money. Actually, is this the no, that's the bar. All right, we wanted the fancy restaurant, but we'll stop and turn this quest in first. Okay, let's talk to Gwen here. Oh, that's right. I was like, felt like what more to the left, but it's because she's here.
Yes, can I help you? Hello! We're here with the Bracer Guild and we have a delivery.
Oh, I had the tender poultry. That's nice.
Oh, thank you so much for going to all the trouble. I'm sure you must have been busy with your other work. It was no problem at all. Helping those in need is what our job as bracers is all about.
Yes, it's just like Estelle said. And now with the airliners at a standstill, it's a difficult time for all of us.
I really appreciate you saying that, but the little bit of mirror I'm paying just doesn't seem like enough. Oh, I know. Please let me do this for you too.
Huh?
Do what? I'll teach you how to make my specialty omelets. You mean the one served here at Anta Rose? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is it okay for you to be giving out your recipes like that? Don't worry, it's not a problem. Even if you make a dish just like the recipe says, it doesn't mean that you'll get the same taste.
Sounds like you've got a lot of confidence in your cooking.
Remember, it's not about whether you're good or bad. It's like the relationship between a musician and her sheet of music. Depending on the person, the song will sound different, even though the music is exactly the same. That's pretty profound. A recipe in the end is nothing more than a framework to make something delicious. But by only following the rules, you'd be surprised at how many different ways the end flavor turns out.
The liberal omelet recipe.
Score! We'll have to give this a try later on.
Estelle, now this is just a little pre-cooking advice, so don't take it the wrong way. But please read the recipe before you try it.
How rude! What are you trying to say? That I'm the worst cook ever?
That make sure you measure how much seasoning you put in. A pinch of salt doesn't mean you should drop a fistful in there, you know?
I'll show you a fistful. Well, following the setup of any recipe is important, but enjoying what you cook comes first. Surprisingly, that's probably the best framework for any recipe. See? Now that's what I'm talking about. I totally agree. And thanks for the new recipe. My pleasure. Come and enjoy a bite to eat here every once in a while, too.
Nice. Let's turn that quest in. Okay, can we afford any of those new hot items? Oh, is this is not where I want to go at all. Woo, let's look at the map. Yes, South Block, thanks.
No, you gotta do the cooking by the book. If the way is hazy, gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy. If you get a decent recipe, then you'll have a cake. You know that I love cake. You know that I want cake.
Hell yeah.
Cake. Gotta do the cooking by the book.
Yes, course account. Okay, slots. How's everyone's slots looking? Okay, can't. But if we go here, can we afford the stun rod? Ooh, and she gets more range on that too. Or it is the same range, I guess, as the other one. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna sell, convert. Okay, buy. Okay, could buy. Oh, those are expensive. I could, the dual razors for our buddy here, but I'm gonna get Sherazard actually her new whip too. That's nice. Okay, so there's an East Bowes monster. East Bowes Highway. Where is that? Oh, it's this way. This is the way towards, yeah, Vert Bridge. Okay, that's fine. We'll go find the monster here, eliminate it, and I think that'll probably be good for us. Big monster, big monster. I beat that guy earlier. Do you think he's the guy? No, I don't think he is, but we'll kill him again anyway, whatever. Okay, well, I'll use arts. Let's do it. Oh, you cannot. Oh, I should have. Oh, whatever. Let's try to attack him. Oh, we could have just killed him probably, but oh well. It's gonna be unpleasant. Wakesy, wakesy. Shouldn't have let that happen. That's fine.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Oh, we just got an HP too? That's interesting. Let's put that on Estelle. There's Latier for allies. Nice. I love an AoE heal. There we go. Fun. Okay, but that is not the enemy that we were looking for. Oh, that's not him. Do you think he's all the way back here? Maybe? Just a bunch of jerks. What? Oh, right. There's still more. Still more. Because, right, it did say East Bowes Highway, and that's where we're currently at. So, just gotta look for him. He's up north a bit more? No. It didn't say it was in Nebel Valley, so... What? I didn't see any king scorpions. Woo, you just beat the boss you're at in Elden Ring. Awesome. I'm so happy for you. Do you feel like you have won the day? Where the stink is the king scorpion? Oh, there he is. I missed him. Whoa, there's so many of them. Oh my gosh, this is spooky. Okay. Ooh, they don't like green. I do need her, probably her healing, but I will get one out of there. Why not? Okay, one down. Oh. Thought that for sure would murderize, but I guess not. Okay, airstrike. This one. Oh yeah, you attack this one now. Airstrike. Shoot, I thought I could get that out of there before the crit hit went off, but that's fine. Nice.
All right, we're good to go.
Woo, we did it. Oh gosh, okay. Let's run back out of here then. Back home, or back to Bose and turn in this quest. Oh my gosh, please. Please click on here. Okay, great. And back we go. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Oops, don't let's not hit that guy. I mean, we could have. It's fine. We didn't have to not hit him, but... Okay, almost back to Bose. There we go. Okay, to the Bracer Guild to report it. Let's see. Okay, we've done everything other than the main quest at this point. So I think that's a great... How much money do we have? Oh, you know what? We could maybe afford a new thing. Let's buy Joshua his new weapon. And then we'll call it. Oops, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Do 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 do. Okay. I would like to shop. I would like to convert some of this because I need 2,500 for Joshua to do his things. So. Okay, buy. I guess I'll buy him his dual razors. There we go. Armor. No. Oh my gosh. His paring knives, which are wonderful. We want his extra strength. Small daggers with ultra thin blades made for cutting. There we go. Perfect. It's a huge jump in attack power. So the mayor's house is right. I think it's like right here. Nope, that's the inn. The mayor's house is right here. This is the mayor's house. Right, okay. So this is where we're going to be going. So we'll just save the game file. Save. And, yeah, I think that'll do it for us tonight here.